What's up, everybody? Welcome back to A Life of Hobbies. Today, for Booster Box Friday, it's been a while coming, and I know this set came out a few months ago, but that's okay. I managed to pick this box up for a pretty good price, so I'm not complaining. You know, I think I paid about 134 bucks for it. We got 30 packs of these play boosters for Edge of Eternities. We're looking to put together the set. Hopefully, just maybe, this will get us pretty darn close. And like so many of the sets before, given the other stuff that we opened along the way, to include booster bundles and just play packs themselves, I think we're doing pretty good. We got a decent little start on it. But today, we're going to open this whole booster box, which is good because I've been looking forward to doing this. I need to see about getting maybe a collector booster box. I haven't decided yet, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. You know what I mean? So here's the box insert. Talks about the different factions in the Edge of Eternities: the Umidians, the Cav, the Monoists, the Ilvois, the Sunstar. The Ilvois are basically like walking jellyfish, if you will. So, neat set, I'll tell you that. Most of it has to do with what it's actually leading into, which, if you don't know, Star Trek will be coming to Magic the Gathering later this year, right towards the end of the year, I think in like October or November, I believe. And I'm really looking, as a personal, I am really looking forward to that, because I am a huge Star Trek fan. I grew up watching The Next Generation, Jean-Luc Picard, Dr. Beverly Crusher, Commander Riker. Those were my heroes as a kid, because I was a nerd and a geeky kid. But, yeah, I'm really looking forward to Star Trek. I personally hope they never, ever bring Star Wars into the universes beyond, because Star Wars is lame. I'll say it again, Star Wars is lame. Star Trek is better. This new Star Trek is really lame. Starfleet Academy, horrible. Horrible. Put that on a friggin' burning pyre, throw some gasoline on it, and just let that crap burn. Starfleet Academy is trash. It is a rolling dumpster fire through the dumpster that is Portland. I will say that. It is trash. I don't know what they were thinking when they did that, when they came up with the concepts and ideas that they decided to put into Starfleet Academy, but that show is trash. I saw the first episode. I will not watch another episode. It is trash. My opinion. If you like that show, hey, good on you. Some people might question your tastes. I don't really care. If you like that show, that's fine. You can like that show, but in my opinion, Starfleet Academy is trash. They need to go back to the drawing board, and they need to get rid of all the woke crap. It is full of woke crap, and I don't do woke. I don't do woke at all. I am not a fan of it. I think it's terrible. So we got 30 packs to get into, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. We'll see what we get here today. Maybe we'll get something good. Starting out, we got Starbreach Whale, Radiant Strike, Hull Carver, Comet Crawler, Blooming Stinger, Zookeeper Mechan, Chrome Companion, one of my favorite little doggos in this set, Mouth of the Storm, Eusocial Engineering, Molecular Modifier, Monoist Circuit Feeder. Hey, we start off with a Mythic with the Caveron Memorial World. How about that? Start off with a Mythic. And also not bad, we got an Uncommon on the foil. We get a foil in every pack. And a Basic Island. How about that? Alright, so we'll set the foils aside there. Now this was the far right stack. First pack on it was a Mythic. I don't know if any of you guys have ever tried to map a booster box before, but now's your opportunity as I go through. Starfighter Pilot. The first 10 packs will be from the far right side, the next 10 will be from the middle, and the last 10 will be from the left side of the box. Insatiable Skittermaw, Mechanozoa, Slagdrill Scrapper, Embrace Oblivion, Sammy's Curiosity. And if you're wondering what the big hit cards are in this set, I'll have them up on the screen there for you. There's a couple of them. Obviously, the best hits in this set are in the collector boosters. So we're not expecting to find any galaxy foils or anything like that in here. But if you're looking for the really big hits, they're going to be in the collector boosters. As far as actual playable hits, I'll have those on the screen and you can enjoy. Fell Grab Ship, Code Cracker Hound, another one of our doggos, All Fates Stalker, Interceptor Mechan, and Hard Light Containment. Yeah, because white needs more removal. With a Cerebral Download, another uncommon foil. Alright. And these are the ones you're looking for the galaxy foils on these full art lands. They are absolutely gorgeous. Alright, so that's pack number 2. Did get a full art land there and a token. Alright. I had to find new music for my Edge of Eternities rips because the last song I used ended up getting a weird copyright mark on it, not a strike, and it was just basically like they're like, you can use the music but you can't profit from it, and I'm like, well, I mean, I got like 30 views on that video, so you want the 3 cents I made? I mean, I guess. So honestly, I didn't expect that to even happen, to get a copyright on that. Particularly when you look at where I got the video and the music from, or where I got the music from, it was not licensed. It was free to use, so I'm not sure what happened. Decode Transmissions, Cloud Sculpt Technician, Bombard, another Comet Caller, Sky Stinger, Command Bridge, Weft Stalker Ardent, Virulent Silencer, Specimen Freighter, Tannic Memorial Ensign, and a Thrumming Hive Pool. FYI, that's one of the hits right there. I personally wasn't expecting to see slivers in this set, and we just got a Thrumming Hive Pool, which is kind of neat. I like it. Galactic Wayfarer on the foil, and a regular Swamp. Thrumming Hive Pool. How about that? There's a bunch of new slivers that came out over the last few years that I still need to go and get and add to my sliver deck. How about that? Sliver token. Auxiliary Boosters, Hull Carver, Star Breach, Nebula Dragon, Rig for War, Ice Cave Crasher, Drill 2 Deep, Dawn Strike Vanguard, Mechan Assembler, Melt Strider's Resolve, Galvanizing Sawship, Alfarial Stone Chosen. His borderless galactic or galaxy foil is a big hit. But as it stands, his playable card, I think, is just a couple of bucks. But cool, nonetheless. Hey, we got a double here with Immanon, the Right Hand. Rare foil. Alright. And a regular mountain. So we found 2 mythics already. We managed to pull 1 foil rare. That's not bad. Pretty decent start to a booster box. Starport Security. This one actually looks kind of like it's straight out of Starfield. I don't know if you played that game. I played Starfield. It's a pretty good game. I haven't played it since they did the big update and made it so that third parties could create mods and whatnot for it. In my opinion, it just went crazy. Cryogen Relic. And I think I did 15 playthroughs on that game because my first couple playthroughs through it, I didn't realize how you go about getting the skills and whatnot. Once I did, I was like, well, the next 10 playthroughs, I'm just going to go get all of the skills upgraded, do only the quests that I need to do in order to do that, and I burned through it, maxed out all the skills, and now I'm on my 15th playthrough with a maxed out character. Pinnacle Killship, Oreplate Pangolin, Germinating Worm, Melt Strider's Gear, Lashwhip Predator, Uthros Psionicist, Vault Guard Trooper, Susurian Dirgecraft. That is an interesting border on that. Then we got Entropic Battlecruiser. Big card, low value. Invasive Maneuvers on the foil. And a full art mountain. Alright. Bright Spear Zealot. Insatiable Skittermaw. Lost in Space. Caveron Turbodrone. Shattered Wings. Nutrient Block. Nummy. Zealous Display. Dual Sun Adepts. Use Social Engineering. The second one of those. Terror Pact. Intimidator. And a Cascading Cataracts. How about that? So that is the Edge of Eternities. What do they call those? Sensational Sights, I believe. I think is what it said. It'd be so much better if that was in a foil. But that's pretty nice. How about that? And we got a Weft Walking Mythic behind it. What's our foil? Just a common dockworker drone. But we did get a foil island. And this in the Galaxy foil is actually really hard to tell that you've got a Galaxy foil. I'll let you know on that. But that's pretty cool. Cascading Cataracts. And Weft Walking. So we get some of those other foil lands there. Mountain. Swamp. Alright. Stellar Sights. Stellar Sights is what it is. I did pull the Ancient Tomb, and I ended up selling that one not too long ago. I think I sold it for like 120. Left Blade Enhancer, Swarm Collar, Ilvois Galeblade, Focus Fire, Orbital Plunge, Sammy's Curiosity, Bobringer, Cav Landseeker, Atomic Microsizer, Seam Rip, Lightless Evangel, and a Might Form Harmonizer. That would definitely be going in my Tifa Commander deck with that landfall trigger on there. That's nice. And Singularity Rupture. This is actually a pretty good card. Destroy all creatures, then any number of target players each mill half their library rounded down. So it's a board wipe with a library smash. Gotta love that. And regular planes. So far, this box is pretty good. No complaints. Gravkill, Sinister Cryologist, Flight Deck Coordinator, Mech and Shieldmate, Drix Fatemaker, Frontline War Rager, Red Tiger Mechan, Umanon Uthros Exile, Siege Ship Agrarian, Scout for Survivors, and how about that? A Mutavault. That's pretty cool. Another Stellar Sights. And this one's a Mythic. We've pulled several Mythics now, which ain't too bad. Sunset Saboteur for the rare. And Nanoform Sentinel. Oops. On the foil. Basic Planes. And another token. Gravpack Monoist, Ilva Operative, Squire's Lightblade, Intrepid Tenderfoot, Wormwall Sweeper, Plasma Bolt, Command Bridge, Monoist Circuit Feeder, Biomechan Engineer, Cup Propulsion, Rescue Skiff, Pinnacle Emissary. That's not too bad. And Command Bridge Foil. With a foil planes. How about that? Double foils in one pack. Virus Beetle. So this is one of those neat ETB cards that you can, go white black and do airbending. Bing, 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 bing. Make your opponent discard their cards like crazy. Cryo Shatter. Radiant Strike, Fungal Colossus, Sky Stinger, Zookeeper Mechan, Nanoform Sentinel, Hilderblade, Mechan Navigator, Sammy Ship's Engineer. Sammy's got a bunch of cards in this set. Larval Scoutlander, Moonlit Meditation, another bulk rare, and a Larval Scoutlander on the foil. Basic Island. Alright, stack number 2. Lost in Space, Brightspear Zealot, Perigi Beckner, Rig for War, Drix Fatemaker, Pinnacle Kill Ship, Red Tiger Mechan, another Sammy Ship's Engineer, Uthro Scan Ship, Larval Scoutlander, Umbral Caller Zealot, and a Biotech Specialist for the rare. Grab Pack Monoist on the foil. That was a pretty standard pack, if you will. Alright, Cloud Sculpt Technician. There's a lot of jellyfish in this set, so if you ever wanted to make a jellyfish deck, you can now. Starport Security, Grav Blade Heavy, Nebula Dragon, Biosynthetic Burst, Orbital Plunge, Thaumaton Torpedo, Unravel, Pulsar Squadron Ace, Glacier Godmaw, 6/6 for 7, Memorial Team Leader, and Terra Symbiosis. Yeah, that's a nice card. Mechanizoa on the foil with a basic mountain. Cryogen Relic, one of the best commons out of the set. Focus Fire, Swarm Collar, Mental Modulation, Galactic Wayfarer, Nutrient Block, Overplay Pangolin, Thawbringer, Timeline Caller, Virulent Silencer, Pull Through the Weft, really good artwork on that card. With a Rust Harvester for the rare. What do we got behind him? Timeline Caller on the foil. Weft Blade Enhancer, Grab Pack Monoist, Sinister Cryologist, Shattered Wings, Frontline War Rager, Mechan Shieldmate, Temporal Intervention, Halia, Ascendant Cadet, Scour for Scrap, Litho Breaking, Honor, not a bad card, 1 mana to put a +1/+1 counter and a cantrip. Synthesizer Lab Ship, another one of the bulk rares. I mean, it's a 1-cost 4/4 that you have to crew, so I mean, it's not bad. But Night Luminary on the foil. Auxiliary Boosters, Gravkill, Ilvois Operative, Germinating Worm, another land seeker there, Wormwall Sweeper, Zealous Display, Eumidian Terrabotanist, that's a new one, Faller's Faithful, Cerebral Download, Surveil X, where X is the number of artifacts you control, then draw 3 cards. That's not bad. Expensive, but not bad. Pain for All, this is actually a pretty good one. When this aura enters, enchanted creature deals damage equal to its power to any other target. And then whenever it's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to each opponent. Now, just a thought. Put this on something that's indestructible and give that creature Infect. Know what I mean? And Gene Morph Imago. So we got a double rare pack here. And All Fate Stalker on the foil. We have the basic island. Flight Deck Coordinator, Virus Beetle, Ilvois Galeblade, Galactic Wayfarer, Melted Moxite, Sammy's Curiosity, Chrome Companion, Weft Stalker Ardent, Specimen Freighter, Servandum the Lucent. Hey, we got a breeding pool. Alright. Not bad. Breeding pool. It's a nice hit. And a Lumen class frigate. So we got a double rare pack, another double rare pack in fact. That's a pretty good card. Just saying. With Red Tiger Mechan on the foil. Squire's Lightblade, Depressurize, Cryo Shatter, Divert Disaster, Caveron Skywarden, Ice Cave Crasher, Drill Too Deep, another Tanic, Survey Mechan, Reroute Systems. See, that's like straight out of Star Trek, right? Glacier Godmaw, Possibility Technician. And a Bombard on the foil. Oh, we got that full art forest right there. It's pretty nice. Night Luminary, Beamsaw Prospector, Ilvois Lightjammer, Lux Knight Breacher, Plasma Bolt, Shattered Wings, Meltstrider's Gear, Sunstar Lightsmith, Hemosymbic Might, Full Bore, and a Godless Shrine. Alright, we got another one of the Pain Lands. Alright. Infinite Guideline Station. When Infinite Guideline Station enters, create a tap 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token for each multicolored permanent you control. That could get out of hand quite quickly, couldn't it? Ice Cave Crasher on the foil, and a Foil Mountain. I'm sure there's a loop somewhere that you could create off of that. Exosuit Savior, Dark Endurance, Selfcraft Mechan, Biosynthetic Burst. In fact, Earthbending with that card would be pretty awesome. Zookeeper Mechan, Dockworker Drone, Germinating Worm, Susurian Voidborn, Tractor Beam, Seed Ship Agrarian, Systems Override, and a Lightstall Inquisitor. Pinnacle Kill Ship on the foil, Basic Swamp. Was it Ice Till Explorer or something like that? That's one of the really big hits. Depressurize, Selfcraft Mechan, Night Luminary, Divert Disaster, Gene Pollinator, Melded Moxite, Temporal Intervention, Alfarial, Dreaming Acolyte, Harmonious Grove Strider. Yep, there's dinosaurs. I don't know why they call it a beast. They might as well just call it a dinosaur. Territorial Bruntar. That's a beast. Sunstar Lightsmith, Arch Enemy's Charm. 3 black, choose one. Kind of expensive for 3 black for what it does. Nebula Dragon on the foil. Alright, pack 1 of the left stack. Last 10 packs, here we go. Starbreach Whale, we started off with a Starbreach Whale. Brightspear Zealot, Decode Transmissions, Cryogen Relic, Fungal Colossus, Pinnacle Killship, Caveron Skywarden, Diplomatic Relations, Survey Mechan, our 3rd Tanic Memorial Ensign, Reroute Systems, Zoo Ifit, Osteoharmonist on the rare, with a Shattered Wings for the foil. And a Basic Forest. Basic Forest. I don't know, I think we'll finish this out with either 4, probably just 4 of the full art lands. I don't think we'll get 5. We'll see. Weftblade Enhancer, Insatiable Skittermaw, Cloud Sculpt Technician. We got something back there, I can see it. It's got a different border. Frontline War Rager, Gene Pollinator, Nutrient Block, Melt Strider's Gear, Bygone Colossus, that's actually a really good one, Steel Swarm Operator, Seed Chip Broodtender, Dual Sun Technique, and Space Time Anomaly on the Borderless. Target player mills cards equal to your life total. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. And Depressurize on the foil. We have another basic forest. Space Time Anomaly. That's a pretty good card. A Radiant Strike, Swarmcaller, Mechanozoa, Rig for War, Thawbringer, we got something else back here. Blooming Stinger, Temporal Intervention, Caveron Harrier, Atmospheric Greenhouse, Tragic Trajectory, and a Raging Ravine. So, okay, well, not what we were hoping for, but alright. Oh, we got something else behind it. How about that? A Borderless Might Form Harmonizer. That's pretty good. So the Raging Ravine, not so much, just a basic, or a bottom end non-basic land, but how about that? Might Form Harmonizer on the Borderless. Cloud Sculpt Technician on the foil with the basic lands. Oh, what else we got here? We got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs left here. Auxiliary Boosters, Grab Pack Monoist, Cryo Shatter, Flight Deck Coordinator, Orbital Plunge, Mech and Shieldmate, Intrepid Tenderfoot, Oreplate Pangolin, Lightless Evangel, Wedgelight Rammer, Harmonious Grove Strider, Beyond the Quiet, exile all creatures and spacecraft. So, big board wipe. Weftstalker Ardent on the foil. And how about that? A foil basic land. Gravkill, Mental Modulation, Focus Fire, Wormwall Sweeper, Diplomatic Relations, Caveron Turbodrone, Nanoform Sentinel, Cut Propulsion, Hymn of the Faller, Atomic Microsizer, Emergency Eject, and a Memorial Vault for the rare. Behind that, Seed Chip Broodtender on the foil. And there's our fourth full art land. We got a Plains. So we got 4 of the 5 now. White, green. We just need the full art island, and we'll have all 5 of the full art lands. Virus Beetle, Ilva Operative, Starport Security, Depressurize, Fungal Colossus, Divert Disaster, Melded Moxite, Seed Chip Impact, Dubious Delicacy, Ruinous Rampage, Gigastorm Titan, Anti-Causal Vestige. There's one of our chases. It's a really good card. And on the foil, Beamsaw Prospector with a basic island. Coming into the last few packs here, do a little housekeeping, clean things up a bit. There we go. Ilva Galeblade, Night Luminary, Perigi Beckoner, Sky Stinger, Gene Pollinator, Bombard, Command Bridge, Edge Rover, Blade of the Swarm, Rescue Skiff, Terrapact Intimidator, 0 Point Ballad, Melt Strider Eulogist on the foil. So that 0 Point Ballad's not bad, but at the cost of killing everything, losing some life, And returning a creature from the graveyard to the battlefield. Probably not too bad. Mechanizoa. Exosuit Savior. Grabblade Heavy. Lux Knight Breacher. Biosynthetic Burst. Biosynthetic Burst. Slag Drill Scrapper. Thaumaton Torpedo. Vote Out. It's like straight out of Among Us. Broodguard Elite. Remnant Elemental. And a Watery Grave. So there's 3 of our pain lands. Not bad. Got Umina on the right hand. And behind that, Radiant Strike on the foil. Let me pull 2 of these Uminons, the right hand. And a foil Plains. I think we pulled 2 of those now. I think the first one was really early on. Left walking. Oh, we pulled it as a foil. That's why. Okay. I was gonna say, I know we pulled one earlier. But we got it as a foil. Alright. I'm pretty sure I already had a basic copy of that anyway, so. Ilvois Lightjammer. Starfighter Pilot. Decode Transmissions. Dockworker Drone. Galactic Wayfarer, so many of those. Caveron Skywarden, Zealous Display, Annul, nice little reprint there. All Fates Scroll, that's neat. Melt Strider Eulogist, Alfariel, Dreaming Acolyte, and Weapons Manufacturing for the rare. Meh. Hey, how about that? We got Sothra, the Super Void, in foil. Now, obviously, the Singularity foil is the one you're really looking for, but you're not going to find that in a regular pack. I did pull a Sothra the Super Void. I have a basic copy of this already, so that's nice to get the foil. Pretty cool. And a basic Swamp. Alright guys, last pack. Is that Full Art Island going to be in here? Are we going to get the complete land cycle? I don't know. Probably not. Like I said, we're going to end up with 4 Full Art lands here. That was my guess. Yeah, I don't see it in the back there. Selfcraft Mechan, Banishing Light, Beamsaw Prospector, Embrace Oblivion, Intrepid Tenderfoot, Plasma Volt, Nanoform Sentinel, Roving Actuator, Honored Knight Captain, Scrounge for Eternity, and Consult the Star Charts for our last rare. Let's see what it got behind it. Oh, not our last rare. Bioengineered Future. So, double rare pack with a foil Honor and a foil Island. See, told you we weren't going to get that last Full Art Island. We got a foil instead. But our last pack, 2 rares. Consult the Star Charts and Bioengineered Future. Alright, not bad. Now I just got to go through all this, sort it all out, and get it all put away in the binder. During the post edit and everything, I'll let you guys know just what we ended up with. You'll get to see it there as I'm doing the talking now. You'll see it on the screen, just how far we got to completing this set. Like I said, I've already opened a bit of this in the past, so this is kind of adding to the little head start I already got. Let's see, we've had a bundle. I believe I had a pre-release on this, and we've had a couple of collector boosters, so that's not a bad start, you know. And honestly, this box wasn't too bad, not too shabby. The Anti-Causal Vestige, we got a couple of the Pain lands. So let's see. We got the Godless Shrine, that's a pretty good one. We got the Breeding Pool, also pretty darn good. Thrumming Hive Pool, and that's an artifact, you know. Where's that other one? Boop, boop, boop. Mutavault. And the Watery Grave. So our 3 Pain lands. Plus we got the Mutavault. And where did I put that other one? Oh, I think I left it in here. Because it's like, I don't know, $1.50 or something like that. Not that good. There it is. Alright. So we got the Cascading Cataract. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's great art. Great art on that card. Mutavault, pretty neat. Space-Time Anomaly on the Borderless. Actually a really good card. Alfariel, Stone Chosen. Caveron, Memorial World. I also have the blue one of those. So I've got two of the big worlds now. The planets. The Anti-Causal Vestige. This is actually a really, really great card. When it leaves the battlefield, draw a card. Then you may put a permanent card with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. So, I mean, you warp it, right? Warp 4. So, you could bring in something that, you know, got 4 lands out, right? You can bring in a 4 cost for free. It's not bad. Sothra, the Super Void. Again, on the foil. Great addition to the set. Might Form Harmonizer. It's a really good card. I think the regular one of those that we pulled, I think is still back here, right? Should be one of the earliest ones we pulled. Yeah, Might Form Harmonizer. So there we go. You get to see the basic with the borderless. I like the borderless more. Definitely looks better. Personal opinion. So, that'll do it for us, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me today on Booster Box Friday as we open this entire box of Edge of Eternities. Looking forward to the next one we got coming up here. We have Ninja Turtles coming here soon. In about a month, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles drops. I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually probably more excited about that than I was about Avatar. And even Lorwyn Eclipsed. I gotta say, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man, they came out when I was a kid. I grew up with it. I still remember when the movie came out. It was so cool to have those giant talking turtles, and it just, you know, when you're a kid, everything looks real. But that's it, y'all. Thanks so much for joining me today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already, I do appreciate it. And to all my other subscribers who have been here the whole way, thank y'all. I do appreciate you stopping by, taking some time out of your day, and enjoying this video. Until next time, y'all take care. We'll see you on the next one.